What it do, boys and girls? Welcome to Gameday Nation Athletics, y'all. We got a great show for you all tonight. But please, before you watch us real quick, please give us a like, share, subscribe, comment down below if you have any suggestions, any opinions on this channel, any feedback. We welcome it. Please and thank you. Omar, what's the rundown for today's show?
Well, we're going to go over the NBA returning and their schedule. We're also going to go over the NBA 2K21 covers because there is some disappointment in one of the covers. But hey, it is what it is. Minor league baseball obviously is canceled.
No surprise.
Hate to hear it.
Yep.
No surprise. I mean, they have a pretty big following. Then we also gonna have soccer news and soccer recap. So
all right, let's get NBA return thoughts. So now, as we all know, it's pretty much late news, but better late than ever. NBA is coming back to Orlando, and we got some analytics to do.
The schedule, how it looks. The first game's coming back. You have the Jazz versus the Pelicans, the Clippers versus Lakers, Magic versus Nets, Suns versus Wizards, Grizzlies versus Trailblazers, Celtics versus Bucks, Kings versus Spurs, Rockets versus Mavericks. And it will be interesting to see. Like, there are some good games. Then there are some games where you can just pass up on, like the Suns and Wizards. Like, I
wouldn't say that much though, cause hey, people have not seen basketball for a while. I think they'll watch all games, bro. If you're a big sports fan, you're gonna be watching all these games. Don't tell me that. You're gonna be watching all these games. No question about that. Come on now.
I mean, look, will you watch the Grizzlies versus Trailblazers or the Suns versus Wizards? They come at the same time.
Same time? All right, go for the Trailblazers and Grizzlies. But I'm saying, like, if it's available, like, if that's the only thing on, you're gonna be watching it. No questions about that.
You're right.
But the game that stands out for me the most for the opening week of NBA is always the Clippers and Lakers. I think that'll be a huge game.
They set that up on purpose. It was like, like, why not start the game? Who is the Kings of LA? And that's what he did.
I think Lakers will get that dub.
They do it for Kobe?
Definitely. But an LA team's gonna win the championship, but it won't be the Lakers, y'all. I got the Clippers winning it all, honestly, in my opinion.
I'm biased, and I gotta pick the Celtics going all the way.
Of course you're biased.
Their competition will be the Grizzlies. I have faith in John Morant. I've been repeating this over and over again. I am a John Morant fan. I feel like he should have been.
Well, we'll get to that in a bit. But real quick, the Clippers schedule right here. Obviously, you have the Lakers on the opening week on a Thursday. Then they got the Pelicans, the Suns, the Mavericks, the Trailblazers, the Nets, the Nuggets. Okay, see, I feel like that's a good schedule. That's a winnable schedule. I feel like you could win majority of those games.
But Milwaukee, that's gonna be a pretty tough matchup right there because Giannis, as tall and strong as he is, there's really no stopping him.
Well, they're not facing the Bucks though.
They're not facing the Bucks?
No,
I'm looking at the Rockets. My bad.
Yeah, they're not facing the Bucks.
But anyways,
so big.
Yeah, they have a winning schedule. The Pelicans, they came close to beating the Lakers.
That's true, but hey, we don't know what kind of team we're gonna be watching though. It's been a hiatus, but I just feel like the Clippers, they have more of they're more determined in my opinion. They're like as a Clippers organization, they've always been the little brother to the Lakers. It's like, you know what? This is a great opportunity to come out strong and we can beat the Giants of the Lakers and we can win our chip. LA will get a chip this season, but it will not be the Lakers. It will be the Clippers. Everyone in LA will rally around the Clippers.
The Grizzlies will go all the way.
Oh.
Because they are a sleeper team.
They are definitely a sleeper. They're definitely a sleeper, Omar. I'm not going to argue with that, but I don't think they can make it all the way to the finals.
I believe they can make it all the way to the finals. Look, they have a team where it has potential, but they don't have a supporting cast. But because they're coming back, I believe it's all or nothing. It's gonna have that whole March Madness feel like all over again. They're gonna compete. They're gonna work their way up, and they're gonna show the world that they're a better team on the West, just on the West, not the NBA, but the West. But I have faith in the Grizzlies. I believe they can win all the way. They have a chance. And it's gonna be great to watch.
Yeah. Now for the Lakers schedule right here, they have after facing the Clippers, they have Toronto, the Jazz, OKC, the Rockets, it's the Pacers, the Nuggets, and then San Antonio. So that's also a winnable schedule in my opinion as well. I think Clippers and Lakers both have on easy schedules, beatable schedules. So I mean, it's pretty obvious they're gonna make the playoffs regardless. Whatever happens in the schedule, they lose all their games and whatnot, they'll still make the playoffs. And they're top 2 in the West Coast, so they'll be fine. But since I'm biased, and I love my Miami Heat. You already know I'm from Miami. I think they can make a deep run. Now, it really does depend, though. Are they playing the Heat at the same Heat team before the whole hiatus happened? When the Heat, let me tell you about the Heat. If you're not a Heat fan. So the Heat, they have, potential players. You got Jimmy Butler. You have Abayo. You have Kendrick Nunn. Hero. Well, he was injured, but he is coming back. Definitely
coming back.
You have Hero, right? This team will play amazingly in the first half, but when it comes to the second half, they just throw it all away, and it's so annoying. Honestly, it hurts more than them losing their game is a lot more worse than, let's say, the team that we have is garbage and they lose, because you already expected, my team is garbage, they're gonna lose, no surprise. But when you have a team that has so much potential, it's like, no, they gotta win this game, and they end up losing. I think that hurts a lot more because this team has potential. I mean, bro, majority of the Heat players of our starting five was in the All-Star. They participated in the All-Star.
You're absolutely right. Don't get me wrong. When he started up, when he was actually going through their season and stuff like that, they actually had a potential. Before the whole pandemic happened,
we had a hot run.
Yeah, before the whole pandemic, I thought the Heat would be a sleeper team in the East coming in because they were hot. But then the last few games, they were kind of losing. They were kind of shaky.
Yes, it was very.
It was kind of tough to watch. However, I believe they can go all the way if they have that chemistry together, because it was kind of slacking. But hope for the best. I hope the Celtics go all the way because it's time for the Celtics to win a championship, man. Last time it was the Patriots and the the Patriots and the Red Sox. They both won championships, right? And it was just the Celtics. All that he had to do was win the championship. But you know what? He lost. How did we lose? Because of Kyrie. Kyrie, you bum. Big fan though, but you bum.
Big fan.
But you are a bum, a mop for not producing the right talent. Not producing, but not leading the right talent.
There you go. That sounds better. Yep. But although I will say this, the Heat does have the toughest schedule out here in the NBA returning to Orlando. As you know, they face the Nuggets, Toronto, the Celtics. That should be a good game. The Bucks, the Suns. The Suns is the only guy I see them that is a guaranteed win. The Pacers.
You said it now. Washington's an upset.
I know, and I'm scared about that. I'm scared. But the Heat does have the toughest schedule out here for the teams returning. I don't know if this is the Heat team that I'm gonna see are the same Heat team in the beginning of the season when they were just balling out, then I'm pretty confident. But if this is the Heat team that comes back, the same Heat team that they were playing before the hiatus, just throwing games away, then yeah, I'm scared. I'm scared for this Heat team and their schedule, dog. But honestly, what do you think? Do you think this NBA return to Orlando will be successful? Do you think the whole bubble scheme will be successful?
Well, I think the bubble scheme will be successful, but players kept getting sick. Not really sick, but catching viruses. But it's gonna be interesting to see what players play and how it will affect the team chemistry, because some teams might have to put backups in for their starters. Other starters got to play more minutes, or backups got to play more minutes.
Yeah, so I wonder how but I'm actually pretty curious. Like, how's the whole experience gonna be for the players? Being in Hub City, they're staying in hotels and whatnot. Will the food be a bomb? Because there's been a recent photo, if you haven't seen it, that because as you know, MLS players are now in Orlando. They start literally next week on at the ESPN Sports White Complex, soccer field, right? And there's one player, a soccer player, he posted a photo of his meal in Orlando, and it was the most stale sandwiches you will ever see, man. And it cost like what? I don't know, like about $20 for that sandwiches, bro. For the bananas, I don't know the sandwich, bro. You got to look at the photo. It's pretty horrendous. Like, it's the most stale sandwich ever, and it's the most expensive. And you know how Disney be with their prices. So will the NBA? I don't know, because you can say MLS is a more lower league and barter on a budget, but will the NBA players get some like high quality meals? I don't know, because the experience for the players is really gonna determine if the team's gonna be successful or not in Orlando. And this is game time, and who knows? Because Adam Silver did say that because they're in a risk that they could like stop the whole season again. They could put everything to a halt, and I think that'll be a huge revenue loss for the NBA, bringing everything back, time wasted, time and energy spent for nothing. So, do I think the NBA bubble scheme will be successful? I think they will. I think they'll definitely make it happen and make it work, and at least try to finish the season, in my opinion. I mean, yeah, because Florida cases are rising in COVID, but
Miami cases.
That's true.
Miami.
But I think they'll do a great job. I think things will be played out very well, and should be hopefully a successful run.
You know what should have been successful? The 2K cover. If you guys didn't see the 2K cover as of recently, like right now, man, Zion is on the cover. I already know he was in the trailer.
And let me tell you this, and I've been over debating about this before the show started, because as you know, Damian Lillard, as you know, is in the NBA 2K21 cover. But you know, there's always 3 covers, the stars, right? And I was like, you know, obviously they're gonna get the Legend Edition to Kobe, right? I mean, that's the GOAT. But it was like, who's gonna be that second cover though? And then he was debating John Morant. I'm thinking, well, I think I'm gonna give it to Zion because he was the star. He was the star. You know, he was part of the mini trailer for the 2K coming back. So I was like, I think they might give it to Zion Omar.
See, look,
and
the NBA is riding on this man's nuts. Like, think about it. They should have put John Morant. I believe the NBA is so rigged, they're gonna make this man Zion as offensive rookie of the year. Just, bro, I honestly believe that. If they do that, I will be hurt. I will boycott the NBA and write them a message. Honestly,
personally,
you
gonna send it to the commissioner to Adam Silver?
Yes, sir. I'll write them a message. I'm like, what are you doing? I understand that he's your poster child. He is the face of the NBA, the new face of the NBA. When you think about the NBA, first you think about LeBron. But now you try and make him think about Zion. Forget this man. This man haven't done anything that
bro, you sound like a hater.
Like John Morant. I'm not sounding like a hater.
You man, are a hater. Give the man credit, respect the greatness, bro. That's Zion.
Bro, John Morant.
Bro, you know how much you were raving about Zion back in college when he played at Duke? You remember? I remember you talking about back in high school. It's like, bro, this man is Zion.
No. I said he's gonna struggle in the NBA because he has no jump shot or anything. All he can do is drive and just and fast break. That's it. That's only it.
You don't know what kind of Zion you're gonna get though, because he's been in training.
Yeah. Will I get a bum or will I get let
me tell you this, Omar. When he comes back in the NBA for this July for NBA season return to Orlando, you will be left shocked. Like, oh my god, I'm gonna keep the same. All this trash talking to Zion, man, bro, and people gonna attack you, dog.
Bro, it's not attacking.
That's not erasing the fact that John Morant is elite.
I'm not saying that Zion is not elite. I'm just saying that John Morant is better than Zion.
But when we talking about brands, though,
yeah,
Zion's the bigger brand.
Zion is a bigger brand. You absolutely right. But who should be more respected? John Morant.
Sorry, Omar.
I don't know, man. I'm just hurt.
NBA looks for popularity, man.
But legendary edition should be Kobe. That's a given. If they don't put Kobe, then I'm just boycotting in 2K2.
I mean, you gotta put Kobe. Who else you gonna put in there?
You're right. Who else? You can't really put anyone in there.
Yeah, I mean, as you know, tragically, Kobe did pass away. Back in early February?
Yeah, just about,
or late January, somewhere there. So, you know, Kobe was a legend, greatest of all time in NBA, no question about that. So it's only right you put him in the Legend Edition. And there's been a couple. Well, this has been this popular fan made cover of Kobe. You know, he's like laying on the basketball, just like it's a younger version of Kobe, right? If they could get something similar, cause I know they're not gonna get exactly like that, or who knows. But if they get something similar to that, I think it'll be great. Great to remember the greatest of all time, Kobe Bryant.
Yep. But let's move on to minor leagues. First of all, on minor league baseball, how they were canceled because hate to hear it. It happens.
Honestly, I wasn't that surprised because it's like I don't think
a whole bunch of kids. No, wait, minor league.
Minor league.
Yeah, kids. Yeah.
No, it's not kids.
Not
well,
kids.
Young prospects. But you also have like older players there too.
You do, right.
Trying to get back to them will be. But yeah, I wasn't that much surprised because if it was such a hassle trying to bring Major League Baseball back, I don't think they'll put too much hassle trying to bring the minor. I mean, the minor leagues, they cut off a lot of people. They terminated a lot of people.
A lot of people.
Players, coaches, man, like it's been a bunch. So I don't think it's worth coming back. And plus with no fans, and plus minor leagues don't really have a lot of like TV viewership. They don't at all.
Unless it's playoffs, then that's different. But
they never had TV viewership. We never see. I don't think you even see them on MLB Network. So
no.
It would be pretty pointless to have Major League. And plus, like I said, no fans.
Yeah.
No TV viewership. You're basically losing money every game you play, and there's no point for it. So Yeah, I think it was a smart. You hate to see it, but a smart decision to just
smart
like,
business decision as well.
You hate to see it, but it's better off canceling the season for the minors. But we do have Major League Baseball coming back somewhere in late July, mid-July, somewhere in the 25th, 20, somewhere there, right in the middle, July 20, right? So the MLB will be coming back, and hopefully things play that well, because like I said, COVID cases are happening in team facilities and everything. Facilities are shutting down, etc. But I think Major League, nothing will make it work. Hit the protocols and whatnot. I think things will get a lot better as time passes by.
But speaking about shutting down, all right. So we were talking about NHL we don't really talk about.
We
NHL,
never talk about NHL.
NHL, anyways. They originally had 6 hub cities, but they had to take away a few. They had took away. They had 8, I believe, and they took away Dallas and Pittsburgh.
That was the first.
That was the first 2 that was taken away. Now there's another 2 that was taken away again, and I believe that is Vancouver and LA. So now you just have Toronto, Edmonton, Las Vegas, and Chicago, and that's really it. But how would this affect their phases, because they're in phase 3 trying to go into phase 4. The phase 3 was initiating, not really initiating, but having hub cities.
Right.
But phase 4 is really implementing these hub cities, keeping them alive or keeping them up. But
at least to be able to train.
Yeah, at least to be able to train. But it looks like it's going down, and I mean, you hate to hear it, hate to see it. Hopefully NHL, starts back up. I don't know when they start up.
Yeah, there's no set date for NHL to be coming back,
but they're still trying to push it. I give my full support on the NHL. They're trying to do it. Both governments, the U.S. and the Canadian governments, are trying to.
It's pretty complicated when you got 2 governments.
Yeah, it's kind of complicated when you have 2 separate governments, in the same league.
And when you have the U.S. having the most cases in the world, and Canada's like, I don't know if I want y'all teams coming to my cities.
Yep. So it's gonna be interesting to see, but hope for the best and everything. But let's move on to soccer news.
Soccer recap. Well, before we get into soccer recap with news, with scores and whatnot, I do want to put this out real quick. Leroy Sané, Germany, originally came from Schalke. Back then, he did sign to Manchester City for about, I think it was 30 million euros, somewhere in between there. But about Leroy Sané, he's been injured throughout the whole season since early January, somewhere between there. So he hasn't been playing, but he's a high prospect. He's a great prospect. He did play this season, but it was only for 10 minutes. And Leroy Sané, he's gonna be able to go do a move, because actually it was no point for Manchester City to keep him. And he has a better opportunity to go to Bayern Munich. Now, it won't guarantee that he'll be a full-time starter there, but he's a high prospect. They did. Bayern Munich did give him a 5-year contract worth $22 million, not dollar, euros. But if we're talking about dollar, that's $24.7 million, right? And
I have.
Yeah. So transfer fee was about 60 million euros, but if we're talking about dollars, that is $67 million, right? So Leroy Sané would be headed to Bayern Munich. I think it's a great move for Bayern Munich, obviously, because Leroy Sané is originally from Germany, so he's going back home. He was originally with Schalke, and also, by the way, he wanted to leave Manchester City a season ago, but he got injured, like I said. So his value would have gone down. There was no point, so he might as well stay in Manchester City. But now he is headed back to Bayern Munich, and I think it's a steal for Bayern Munich. For the price, not bad, honestly. 60 million. Not bad. High price, but not bad in my part. I think it will pay off investments for Bayern Munich, right? Anyways, so heading on to Barcelona against Atletico Madrid.
Man, Barcelona's getting me upset. Sometimes I question how they're second place. Sometimes. But just recently, they faced Atletico Madrid, right? And if you watch the game, it was horrible. Penalties weren't supposed to be there. A lot of penalties. Look, the refs were either been paid off or just couldn't see or didn't know how to be a ref at all. Because how do you have the ball, right, and you get tripped up by your own foot? Penalty.
Yeah, this was the second penalty for Atletico Madrid. The guy literally
tripped up with his own foot. That's it. But a penalty. I was like, wow, they're just giving penalties away. They didn't care about the players. Like, yo, you get touched, penalty. I understand. There's some penalties where he really gave it away, saying like, there was a lot of flops. By the way, I mean, you can see it a lot.
But who knows if the guy that tripped himself up? Who knows if he fell on purpose? What if he did? Do you think he fell on purpose?
Okay, if you watch closely, just a look, his shoe or his boot, hit a little sliver of boot, right? Then it kind of got wrapped up around his leg, and then just tripped. But he kind of played it off like he really was.
Like, oh yeah, he tripped me. Like he definitely pushed me up and whatnot.
He got it too. I don't know how, but he got it. They showed the replay and everything.
The refs reviewed this, and they still gave it to him. And this is why I question side. Now I remember why I don't really watch soccer like that, because stuff like this happens way too often. It's like, refs, come on, don't call
one
that.
One job.
Don't call that. But in total, it was 3 penalties. All goals were scored with penalties, except for one. It was a header, I believe it was by Messi, but Diego Costa, you can't really, it was an own goal by Diego Costa, but you can't really blame him for it. It got deflected from his legs. Yeah, he could have had his legs more closed, but it happens.
It happens.
The goalkeeper reacted late on it, and it was already too late by the time he found out.
Yeah, I believe he lost the ball, so he really couldn't find it.
But the penalty, and because Atletico's penalty was also questionable as well, not just Barca.
No, it was both sides.
But the first penalty that Atletico had, Diego Costa was the kick taker, and he missed. I mean, honestly, Diego Costa, he's an above average striker in my opinion, but I don't know, his penalty technique is just garbage to me, honestly. But I mean, I can't also put him the full blame, because Ter Stegen is just great. Ter Stegen is a great goalkeeper. I gotta give him credit. But the question was, his foot was like, he left the line a little too early, which that was actually pretty new to me. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
So Ter Stegen blocked that for his penalty. They called it back because his line was already off the line.
Yeah.
So
they had to have at least 1 foot on the line.
At least. So they called that back. Did another redo. This time, Diego Costa wasn't taking the penalty. It was some other guy. Scored it, and basically tied the game up. And as the game went by,
tied. They honestly shouldn't.
As you know, Atletico Madrid got another penalty. Scored that one as well. By the way, there was a great shot by Messi.
Yep.
I think it was the first time. It was basically a curve.
Yeah.
If it went a little bit more to the right, that's a golazo right there. But great opportunity by Messi, but he just couldn't bang it in there. And as you know, Messi scored a penalty, and it was a 700th goal.
700 goal, yup. You know,
gotta give props to the goal, man.
Automatic Hall of Famer, no, hands down.
But if we want to talk about the game overall, though, Omar, Barcelona has 73% of possession. Atletico had 27% possession. Barcelona had 12 shots, only 5 on target. Atletico had 10 shots, only 3 on target. Honestly, this game was more of a defensive game. Barcelona was just not really that much interested to watch. But what does this mean for them now, for Barcelona and Atletico? I think both sides, they needed to win. They needed to win. If Atletico wanted to have a chance to even win La Liga, they need this dub, and they got a tie. Better than a loss, yes.
It's better than a loss, but it's not a win.
No, I'm sorry. So Atletico dreams of winning La Liga this season gone. I'm sorry. You need this dub and to get it, but you didn't. All right. But Barcelona, on the other hand, they got the dub. They got the tie. They're down by 1 point from Real Madrid.
Who needs to lose?
Real Madrid has yet to play yet. They're playing Thursday against Getafe, which is a top 5 matchup. So that should be pretty interesting. I think Real Madrid needs to win that game. They want to stay on top. So Barcelona, honestly, in my opinion, I think they lost it, because I think Real Madrid is more
the
determined.
coach needs to go.
He needs to get sacked, honestly, because this game, I said this was determined for the head coach if he's gonna stay or not. But no way, no. I'm sorry, he's not gonna stay, because he's out. If Real Madrid doesn't win Getafe's game, Barcelona still has a chance, because then they'll be only down by 1 point. They get a dub, and Real Madrid loses at least one more game. I think they'll be all right. But Barcelona, they're basically playing catch up, and I don't think they'll be able to catch up Real Madrid. Real Madrid is more determined, more prepared, more well-established team with Zidane at the helm. But Barcelona, they're not winning the Liga this season, because they needed this game more than ever, and they're not gonna get it. Sadly, nope.
But hey, it happens.
You don't see Barcelona like getting above Real Madrid?
No way. How they're playing, how they played, no, not at all. But
Now, do you think Real Madrid will beat out Getafe, which is a top 5 matchup? Do you think they'll win on Thursday?
I do, because I think they have something to look for, because this is a crucial win. They need a crucial win in this game. If they lose,
they'll still be up by 1 point.
Yeah, they'll be up by 1 point, but it'll be really, really close.
Yeah, and you want to be more ahead, have like more of a cushion. So if you lose one game, you'll still be like up by a couple points. But if they lose this game, now I think Real Madrid, they'll probably tie this game up. That means they'll be up by 2 points.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they'll be like overwhelmed. Like they'll be like
pressured.
Not pressured, but they'll be caught off guard. Basically, Getafe. I mean, I'm not gonna like exclude them that they're a bad team or anything. I mean, they're top 5 for a reason. But it's a team that you don't want to take lightly. That's what I'm trying to say, right? So, big matchup for Real Madrid on Thursday. Barcelona, can this keep it up? Because they do have an easy schedule. If you see the schedule right here, they're all winnable games. But with Barcelona right now, how they're playing, you don't know if that's a guarantee. You don't know. Real Madrid as well. After they face Getafe, they have a pretty easy schedule as well. They have like about 5. Real Madrid has 6 games left with Getafe coming, and Barcelona has 5 games left. So this is crunch mode for both teams. This is a head-to-head race.
That's why I'm saying that Real Madrid, they should win this game, because this is coming up. They need this win. If they lose, it's up for grabs.
They see. And speaking of winning the domestic league championships, we're going to switch over quick to the Italian league. Serie A, we're on 3-1 against Genoa. Wow, bro! If you see Ronaldo's shot, mid-range shot, dog. Like finally, Ronaldo is finally getting rid of that dust, because when he came back to playing in the Coppa Italia, he was pretty rusty. Against Milan and Napoli. Now he's finally getting his groove back. So there's a big dub for Juventus. But also, Lazio did win their game 2-1. So it's a tie race right now between both teams. I think Lazio is down by 5 points around there. So it's anybody's game. Juventus has drawn 3 times, lost 3 times. So Juventus to me have a little bit of room of error to do here. Lazio is coming back, because they looked like they were going to tie up this game, and that would have been a big disadvantage for Lazio if they ever want to win the Serie A. But they're finally coming back. They're winning games. So, and plus, you got to remember, on July 20th, Lazio is going against Juventus. Will be a huge game for both parties right there, because Lazio, they need this dub. Juventus, they need this dub. They both need this dub. So check that out. Also, headed to the Premier League. Manchester United beat Brighton 3-0. Tremendous game by Fernandes, though. Oh my God, like the freaking this mid-range shot right there. Oof. And I'm actually pretty proud of watching Manchester United, because back then we used to talk about how Manchester United has been like a disappointment and whenever they had like side tournaments or league tournaments, like they've been pretty shaky, but they're finally putting all the pieces together, because these are some young talent right here. As you know, they're going to play in the FA Cup semifinal July 19th against Chelsea. That should be a great game to watch.
A lot of things are happening in July. July is the month of sports. I'm happy about that.
Time to rejoice. Not thinking about that. Yep, you're absolutely right.
Yeah, man, I'm actually happy. Like, just think about all the sports coming up in 2 weeks, 3 weeks. It's gonna be amazing.
I'd love to see it.
I'll be overwhelmed.
Well, the good thing about European soccer, it always shows in the daytime.
Yeah.
Well, NBA games happens late afternoon and night. MLS, as you know, their time schedule is like 9 a.m., 8 o'clock, and 10:30. So we'll be able to watch our soccer games, our NBA games as well. But I'm real excited. Oof, man, soccer's coming. No, our sports is coming back. Basketball, our domestically MLS, man.
I'm excited, man.
Amazing tier. And by the way, this weekend, July 4th of July. Obviously, as you know, the tradition is to watch baseball on July 4th. But this won't be the case. So, gotta check out that German Cup final. Bayern Munich against Leverkusen it'll be 2 o'clock on ESPN2. So, if you want to watch sports during the celebration of July 4th, doing barbecue and fireworks, watch a German game, man. Watch the Bayern Munich. It's a great squad, y'all. I mean, if you weren't watching the Bundesliga before then, while we were recovering, definitely gotta watch this now. It's the final. Come on, who doesn't like finals championship games, right?
I like final championship games.
Exactly. Got to give it a watch, dog. Well, this pretty much concludes today's show. Anything to add, Omar?
No, man, no. Just that disappointed with the NBA. But that's really it.
So real quick rundown, NBA return thoughts. As you know, I think it will be a success. I got the Clippers winning. You are biased. You got the Celtics winning.
Going all the way.
Yep.
Yeah, boy.
And then 2K21 cover is Zion
Should be
and
there.
Damian Lillard. We'll see. We'll hopefully find out if Kobe gets the Legend Edition, which I think he will. On all case, NHL Hub Cities, as you know, there's only down 4. It's Chicago, Las Vegas, Edmond,
and Toronto.
Right? Minor League, as you know, it's canceled. Barcelona versus Atletico Madrid. Disappointment game, in my opinion. Messi got 700 goal, but even though he scored 700 goals, but still couldn't win this game.
Hall of Famer,
but pretty disappointment of a squad right here. And now I see why the board of directors are willing to sell the majority of their star players right here. Except for Messi, of course, and De Jong and Ter Stegen. Because Ter Stegen is, oh my God. Let me tell you this real quick about Ter Stegen. Because remember, he's in the German team, right?
Yeah.
Like for the World Cup. He would have been a starter if it wasn't for Manuel Neuer. Because Manuel Neuer is also a great goalkeeper. He plays for Bayern Munich, right? Mm-hmm. But man, Ter Stegen, what a goal. I'm sorry, I love Ter Stegen, bro, as a goalkeeper. Anyways, so Barca, I don't think they'll catch up with Real Madrid. I think Real Madrid will probably tie up with Getafe. But
I don't think so.
I could be wrong. They might win this game easily.
Who knows? The game.
So it'll be a big game for Real Madrid. Also, you do have Leroy Sané transferring from Man City to Bayern Munich with a 67 million euro transfer fee and a 5-year contract worth 22 million euros, 24.7 million dollars. All right,
that's a lot of money.
A lot of money. Man United beat Brighton 3-0. Juventus won their game 3-1. Lazio won their game 2-1. So it's a matchup for the top spot of the league. Down by 5 points. Lazio's down by 5 points.
See what happens.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. There got a lot of interesting storylines coming for this month of July because majority of the leagues are finishing. Serie A is finishing in the end of July. Premier League's ending in end of July. So it's crunch ball time, baby. Just like how the NFL is when December is crunch time. As you know, this is crunch time for my European leagues right here. Well, thank you guys so much for checking us out. Please like, share, subscribe. Shout out to all our new subscribers out there, man. We're seeing your notifications. Hope you like our content. Please comment down below. Send us a message. We got our social media pages down in the description. Send us a tweet. Send us a DM. Tell us what you want to see. Tell us any opinions, any feedback, whatever, man. We're welcome to listen. Well, my name is Steven.
My name is Omar.
Gameday Nation at Lux, y'all. See y'all Friday. Peace.